Simon says yes.
Simon said to send the theme. Wait, who even is this Simon, and why do we always do what he says?
Friday evening, absent from study hall.
I was going to give her a pass because she is a superhero, but this is ridiculous. You should not be skipping school to rescue a cat from a tree. We have firefighters for a reason.
But I was invited. Nino is my friend. He was counting on me.
Hold on, why did Nino invite Marinette and Adrien, but no one else? Yes, Nino and Adrien are best friends, but it's not like Marinette is particularly close to either of them, so what gives? And shouldn't he have invited Alia? Unless somehow this doesn't take place after Animan?
How are they supposed to know that you're missing class to save the world?
Yeah, to save the world.
You're never where you say you'll be, showing up late, splitting mysteriously and all. I'd almost suspect you were leading a double life.
I would say Alia definitely already knows Marinette's secret, but if she did, she wouldn't shut up about it, so that's not it. But if she doesn't know Marinette's identity, why did she say it like that?
No, it's okay.
Gorilla, I know you're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but calm down. This sounds pretty terrible.
You moved your head to the beat, ma'am, bourgeois.
Did Alec just say ma'am bourgeois?
A challenge. What an interesting concept.
Gabriel Agrest!
So Gabriel went to his secret lair just to say an ominous line, then immediately returned to his office? What a strange guy.
Use your talents to bring a very elusive celebrity to this very TV set. Give it up for the king of fashion.
Why does Alec have this card? He clearly already knows who he's talking about before he pulls it out of the envelope. Maybe it's just for show, but it's not really adding much. I feel like hypnotism over a video call is an unfair challenge. Granted, I don't know a thing about hypnotism, but surely any lag would have ruined whatever he would have attempted to do.
What is this show? I was told this was an interview.
You were told it was an interview, and yet you spun around in your chair dramatically? Are you just always like this?
Mr. Grimo, you are a hypnotist. Do your thing, Grimo. Let's see if you can bring Mr. Agrest here.
Alec pronounced Simon's last name differently earlier, and he pronounces Gabriel's last name wrong here. Man, his voice actor is really struggling today.
With your hypnotic persuasion.
I told you I don't make people control me. Never.
Gabriel just used a TV remote to end a call that is presumably taking place on a computer or tablet.
Looks like Mr. Agrest has turned down your challenge. Game over!
But that's not fair.
Simon's right, it isn't fair. It's absolutely not Simon's fault that the show didn't inform Gabriel or get his consent before bringing him on. Also, it seemed like Simon couldn't even do what Alec wanted him to do in the first place since he was constantly protesting. His entire segment was rigged from the start, and while that is typical for TV, it's still a sinful thing to do. Alec's animation is looping in the background.
Humiliation and anger.
Gabriel must be a track star with how fast he got down there. Or up there? I still don't know how his secret lair works.
Simon says you are a gorilla.
He already was gorilla. Why are you just standing there? Run!
Kiki, what am I gonna do? I'm grounded.
You're gonna sneak out of your balcony like you've already done a million times. If you don't want to deal with the responsibility of being Ladybug, I don't blame you, but that's a decision that has to be made after this villain is defeated.
Use that pillow under your sheets. Looking good.
One pillow did all that?
Gabriel Agrest turned down my challenge, and he will pay for it.
I feel like you should be angrier with Alec than Gabriel. He's the one who set you up with an impossible challenge in the first place. Gabriel supposedly didn't even know what he was signing up for. Of course he didn't entertain it.
Cat Noir says, zip it and give me those cards.
Cat Noir, I know you're doing your best, but the akumatized object is probably not among the cards he keeps throwing around with reckless abandon, and even if it is, there's no guarantee it's one of the cards he just dropped. The best thing you can do is keep him quiet until you can tie him up, and then search for the object. How did he do that? Gorilla may be brainwashed, but he's still just a normal guy.
Simon says, search all over Paris, my army, and find Gabriel Agrest.
Instead of searching the city, you should probably try his house. Just a thought. Why do mind-controlled people always act like zombies? He didn't say to become zombies, he said to become soldiers. Now this I know for a fact. Elevators don't work like that. Also, Adrien just killed him.
I saw him. He's got a whole army together.
How did you see him? You were in the studio this whole time. Nino's hair is the wrong color for the entire episode. And so is Adrien's sometimes. Cat Noir's hair gets nervous and starts twitching. He didn't say the detransformation phrase, and it definitely hasn't been 5 minutes.
Let's go. Cat Noir will meet us there.
Why is Nino going with them? Perhaps the random civilian with no stake in this situation should, I don't know, go home.
But father, he's dangerous. Who knows what he'll do?
Adrien is so upset he goes cross-eyed. Given the height differences between both Ladybug and Cat Noir and any other adult, it's pretty obvious that they're children. But maybe quantum masking disguises that too.
I'm gonna take a shower. Now?
Suspicious. The last time you disappeared, Cat Noir showed up, and now, well, your room's too awesome for me to care about that.
Why doesn't my father ever listen to me? Plag, what's out?
Plag should need to eat, but I guess he just gets over it since Adrien is upset. What a good friend. Adrien's all upset, but then the transformation music starts and he's smirking like usual. Normally I wouldn't point that out, but they changed Marinette's expression in the bubbler, so why not do that here? I do not believe that the extremely paranoid and overprotective Gabriel does not have cameras around that would catch Cat Noir leaving Adrien's bedroom. I simply do not. Yeah, no.
Emergency power on.
Ah, yes, destroying the gate turned off the power.
There are too many of them.
Too many? There's less than 20 of them. These people are still just people. They should not be able to do any of this.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh my gosh, how are you so fast?
I feel Ladybug and Cat Noir nearby.
You feel them? I sure hope that was a lie, otherwise that would call into question how you haven't noticed Cat Noir randomly appearing in your house all the time.
Adrien!
The shower turning on just now isn't suspicious at all. Why is there a window this large in a bathroom? And it doesn't even have any tint on it. Gabriel, I didn't even realize your parenting could get any worse, but somehow it has.
Adrien?
Yeah?
To go.
I understand Ladybug opening the door since Adrien wasn't answering, but why does she keep looking after she sees he's okay?
Can I put on my clothes first?
Sure, if you must.
Isn't this a kid's show? Did I walk into the wrong theater?
My mother on her 17th birthday. She was pretty, huh?
She's got your eyes.
What? Zag, you need to fire your translators because they suck. In case you were wondering, Adrien was supposed to say, she's got your smile, which still doesn't make any sense since Ladybug isn't related to Emily, but it's better than mentioning they're obviously different colored eyes. You know when you come out of a shower completely dry? Yeah, it happens to me all the time. Adrien gets so flustered, his blush spontaneously disappears. Who are you and what have you done with Natalie? The Natalie I know would have stood in front of Gabriel to protect him no matter the cost. Isn't this the same room that Adrien told his father to leave? Could we not afford to animate a new room? I think you might have used the wrong model here. Where is she jumping from? Last we saw, she was shoving Adrien into the bathroom, which is to the right of the entryway. So did she run all the way to the left side of the room just to jump back into the middle and then run to the left again?
Flap, flap, flutter, 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 flap, flap.
I love this episode for giving us this moment.
Tomorrow, butterfly, you will be no more.
Tomorrow? You literally tried to kill him approximately 5 minutes from now, so what the heck is the point of this line?
Your yo-yo is useless.
Well, what did you think was gonna happen?
Simon says remove your miraculous and give it to me.
If Ladybug was hit by one of the Cat Noir cards, would it just not do anything, or do the illustrations mean nothing?
He's headed for the roof. We have to stop him.
This is our last chance to capture the Akuma, and I can't do it alone.
Why would this be your last chance? It's not like he's going to spontaneously combust if you don't save him now. Granted, I do think this was the right decision, but that explanation just doesn't make any sense. There's at least 3 instances of slow-mo in the last minute of footage alone. Was this episode guest directed by Zack Snyder? So the card was in there? How? A standard deck only contains 52 cards, and he definitely threw more than that. It's also just incredibly stupid regardless, because there's no way even he could have known which card it was. Maybe the Akuma was in the carrier? But we saw the Akuma go into the card itself, so that's not it. I fully expected the card to be tucked into the ribbon on his hat, but I guess we had to go the stupid route.
Regular yo-yo? But you've got a magical one.
I made your yo-yo useless.
This one, yes, but not that one.
Did the Lucky Charm just predict the future? Again? I wonder what would have happened if Hawkmoth died. His magic can continue even when he's not transformed, which I personally don't think makes any sense, but clearly it's the truth. Would his magic have continued even if he died? What if it had, and Simon Says had defeated Ladybug and Cat Noir? Without the Miraculous Ladybug, Gabriel would have stayed dead. In short, this was a pretty terrible plan from good old Gabe. Not like that's surprising at this point.
I've never noticed your ring before.
You'd think this moment would be significant, but you'd be wrong.
Let's welcome him back again, DJ Nino!
Looks like you weren't absent or late all week. You can go join your friends on the set.
Even if she wanted to go, it's a little too late for her to get there on time.
You're gonna have to get 2 celebrities dancing instead of 1. However, this time, you can choose your opponents.
I'm gonna pick 2 buds I know won't let me down. Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Marinette, just don't do it. Nino should know better than to call on 2 superheroes for his own personal gain. Consider it a lesson on making better choices.
Simon says, "You are all soldiers!"
He didn't say become zombies, he's... screw you. Man, his voice actor is really struggling today. So am I, you know? Hold on, why did Mimo do anything, to be honest? Definitely a garbage truck. I guess it is Thursday. No, it's not. It's frickin' Friday.
But until your unexcused absences come to an end, that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah, right.
I have to apologize for my son, Ladybug. He's like his mother. Way too overly dramatic.
Simon says, "You're lame!"
What could possibly happen with you here to protect me?
You sure your old man isn't some robot or something?
Where my father's concerned, I'm never sure of anything.
Flap, flap, flutter, 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 flap, flap.
What can I say?
How creepy.
I've never noticed your earrings before. May I?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
They won't get in. This house is built like a fortress.
2 seconds later.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
That's suspicious. That's weird.